and gentlemen, welcome aboard this live launch with Hunky Dory TV. The crafting captain has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign and we are now cleared for takeoff. In preparation for launch, please ensure all of your troubles and worries are properly stowed. You won't be needing those today. Our flight time will be a craft-filled 60 minutes or more, and the Hunky Dory crew are now ready for departure. At this time, we ask you to sit back, relax, and enjoy our video presentation. Live launch takeoff in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We have live launch liftoff.
Good morning, everybody. Oh, I'm not getting married now, but we have just flown in on our Hunky Dory aeroplane, as you will have just seen that on the screen, to celebrate with you and bring Hunky Dory TV to you on a special week, a special day, because it is our anniversary stroke birthday. We are 12, and so we are going to welcome you on board this morning. My name's Sheila and I'm going to be your captain for the hour, and with me in the crafting cockpit is our delightful wearing purple this morning, lovely Natalie.
Hi.
So she looks like she's going to a wedding as well.
It does look like a little bit of a fascinator. However, mine's like right on top of my head now.
We
So I kind of look like an egg. An Easter egg, but it's fine.
You look like
It's
a
fine.
lovely Cadbury's bar of chocolate.
Oh yeah, with the big bows.
Yeah. So we would like to have your full attention as we are going to demonstrate our in-flight entertainment today. And we have for you the most beautiful kit, which you may have seen launch yesterday on Create and Craft. Our beautiful Peony Promise. It's absolutely beautiful. Typical Hunky Dory style with lots of purples, lots of pinks, lots of pretty peonies, and also all die cut, all foiled. We're going to be showing you a little bit of that as well, and so that you can see what you will be getting if you decide to buy this beautiful kit today. But before we depart, we would like to give you a few announcements. Have you got your fabulous pick of the week? Have you got it? I mean, Today, we have got so much to show you, but we wanted to just remind you that the pick of the week is still available, and we would love you to be able to get that. So whatever you want or whatever you fancy, get onto the website and have a good old scroll around. Obviously, once you've watched this show, because we have some delightful things to show you and to tell you as well. Because it's our birthday week, we are going to be giving all our members 12% off. That's for non-members. Non-members get 12% off. As it's our 12th birthday, we thought 12%, why not? So that's off everything, isn't it, Emily, on the website?
Everything.
Yeah, absolutely everything. If, however, you are a club member, you can add the 12% to your 5% and get 17% off, which is even better. However, if you are a platinum member, you are going to get the 12% plus your usual 10%, making that a massive 22% off anything on the website.
Such a good deal.
Oh my goodness. So, and this is just going to run, I believe, this is for this week, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
so
this week.
this is for
all
this
week.
all week. So this is going to be amazing. If there's anything that you want more of, anything that you've been waiting to get, but you didn't quite have the pennies for it, or you were just hanging on, this week is the week to get it, because you can get up to 22% off if you're a platinum member. Regular members will get 17%. If you're a new member or you're a non-member, you're going to get 12%. So have a look on the website, grab what you can. But let's first of all roll our show plan and let you know what we've got coming up for you today. So on today's show, we are going to be introducing you to our beautiful, beautiful birthday kit, Peony Promise. It's an absolute delight. Then we are going to go across to Natalie to have a topper demo. And then we're going to have more from the Peony Promise. And then we are going to go over to Natalie again for some beautiful crafty creations. So, before that, we need to remind you of our Win It weekly competition. Now, as we told you on Monday, we showed you the prize, which is a huge prize. What did we calculate it at, Emily? was it
Well over 300.
over £300 worth of fabulous hunky-dory products. There's everything you can imagine in there. So we want to just give you a little bit of VT here and remind you of our Win It Weekly question. Okay, so that was a little tiny VT there. So we wanted to tell you about our rollover prize, which we've actually now bundled together, and is going to be a prize for the Win It Weekly competition. So we showed it to you on Monday. Now we've tried this morning to roll it into here on one of our counters, but the room isn't big enough for our social distancing, and also because the space we have left would be blocking the door. If we brought it in and put it there, it would be blocking the door. So for those of you who haven't seen it, if you go back to our Facebook Hunky Dory TV show from Monday, you'll be able to see what is in that ridiculously enormous prize that someone will be winning at the end of the week. Now, I was handed something a little bit earlier. It looks like a scroll with a beautiful purple ribbon on, obviously. I'm going to open this and I'm just going to see what it says inside. Oh my goodness, okay. For those of you who didn't see the show on Monday, and obviously want to know what is in that huge prize that you could be part of winning, I'm going to tell you what's in it. Okay, you could be winning 2 topper decks, 1 craft knife, 4 Prism Ombre ink pads, 6 construction glues, some Prism gilding flakes, that's all 3 of them in a bundle, the inverted corner punch, low tack tape, adorable scoreable handbook, embossing folder, 3 sets of our beautiful For the Love of Stamps stamp sets, box magazine, Crafting with Hunky Dory magazine, shaping and embossing tools, a Premier storage box, cutting mat, True Blue paper pad, a book of sentiments, mirror card, Ink Me cardstock, Perfect Pause acetate, blended sponges, diamond sparkles gemstones, 4 moonstone dies, that's 4 sets, not just 4 dies, 4 moonstone die sets, and 2 prism brush markers. That's 2 sets of prism brush markers, not 2 pens. That is one massive collection.
What?
Isn't that crazy? Can you imagine winning that?
Oh my god, I think I would cry if that
I
came through my
think
door.
I
I'd be
think,
like,
yeah.
oh my god.
You would be literally shaking, wouldn't you, in
would
excitement?
be
There it is. We
so
couldn't
happy.
quite fit it all on, but that is the prize that you could be winning. We have one lucky winner. And you can like, share and comment on the answer to the question that we're going to give you. And there it is on the screen right now, which is Hunky Dory Crafts is now 12 years old. But how old is our adorable scoreable? Is it A, 4 years old? Is it B, 6 years old? Or is it C, 8 years old? Now, I'm right in thinking, aren't I, Emily, that you can like, share and comment on this as many times as you like.
Yeah.
The more times you comment and like
More
and
time
share
the game
it,
comes up, more
yeah,
chance of
then
winning.
you've got the
Ooh.
bigger chance of winning. So if you
So just
like,
sit
share,
here
comment
for the
20
whole
times,
hour
you could
and
just sit here
comment.
and like, share and comment, like, share and comment. Yes, yeah, blah blah blah.
That's what you need
You could
to
have a
do.
go at all the answers.
That is
as
what
well.
you need to do.
So the more chances the more goals you have, the more chances you have of winning that fabulous prize. But do go back and look at our VT from Monday, which will show you our show from Monday, which will show you that in its huge entirety. It's massive. I couldn't even stretch my arms out around it when they set it up. It was so big. Anyway, now we've told you that lovely news, we are going to introduce you to some of the products from our beautiful Peony Promise. So first of all, you might have seen it launch yesterday on Create and Craft. It was a very early start. It's a big kit, so we're going to kind of do a few bits and then go over to Natalie just to break it up for you, so we're not just absolutely blowing your mind with the beauty of this kit. So first of all, what we're going to do is show you the luxury card collection. Now this is absolutely beautiful. As ever, you will get in your kit your inspiration sheet, and this has got some beautiful projects that have been made by our team. Our in-house team, who are now working at home in their house, just for safety reasons. But we have got some beautiful projects on here, and you can start making these as soon as you get your kit. On the other side of that, you are going to have the instructions telling you how to make the concept card, which again I will be showing you in a second. And then we have got a little panel at the bottom here that shows you additional products that you can buy that will go with the kit, that were made specially to go with the kit. Just add-ons which will bulk up your kit and will add that finishing touch. So let's get showing you first some of these beautiful toppers. They are all die cut, they are all foiled in silver, and they are just glorious. And as usual, you're going to get the topper sheet with the matching printed cardstock and the matching foiled cardstock. Absolutely glorious. All printed onto a regular 350 GSM adorable scoreable, so you know you're going to be able to make some beautiful card blanks with it.
So pretty.
It is, isn't it? You're going to be able to also make boxes if you want to. Whatever you want to. It's construction weight, so you're going to be able to use it for all kinds of things. You can even make little frames out of it if you've got our frame die, which I think is on our website. It's still available, isn't it?
It is still available.
Frame die, and it's a beautiful die set, so you can make some beautiful home decor projects with that. But look at the beauty of these. We've got all different shaped toppers. You've got sentiments on there. You've got little tags as well with the holes die cut in there, so you can just put your twine ribbon through. Beautiful artwork, all with the peonies on. Regardless of whether we've got hot air balloons, bird houses, candles, jars, it's amazing. It's really, really pretty. Okay, and then here is our, look at that hot air balloon. Do you know what? I love it when I see a hot air balloon in the sky, but can you imagine seeing one that was covered in enormous, gigantic peonies? You'd be like, oh
out
my
of
God,
this world.
look at this.
Out of this world.
So it's really beautiful. I love that one. I think it's really kind of a bit, I don't know, it's just very different. So here's our third top sheet, and this is beautiful. We've got dragonflies featuring here as well, and also butterflies too. There's some beautiful sentiments. And again, we've got those beautiful foiled and die cut border strips, which are an essential when you're making your cards. Then we have the foil cardstock. And we also have the printed cardstock, which matches the topper sheet.
You've got to be fussy cutting that one.
Definitely, it's beautiful, isn't it? But can you imagine if you folded that and made like or you cut it in half and put it on the front of an A5 card blank, and then you could cut the other corner out, put it on top at the bottom, make a lovely pocket, couldn't you? So lots and lots of different things you can do with this. And then our final one, I forgot about the cupcake, the beautiful cupcake. They're iced with lovely swirls and then a lovely bunch of peonies put on top. And again, we've got a slice of cake on there, some beautiful sentiments, and we've got this jar. If I turn it that way, you'll be able to see the jar at this end here, which has the butterfly and the dragonfly on as well. Really, really pretty. And our cardstock to match those. The printed cardstock, again, with the beautiful cupcakes there and the border across the top. And then finally, the one with the jar on. And again, that's foiled. It's gorgeous. So those are your toppers and your cardstock. So I'm just going to put those in a nice little pile there, and then we can grab those later. Then we have also our luxury. Oh, I'll tell you what I haven't done. This is here. I'm going to grab this as well because you get this in that kit, which is your Peony Promise concept card. Now you're going to be able to make 8 of these. And you have got 4 different designs. So what you'll get is, it's all die cut and all foiled again. So we're going to be doing a tutorial video on this as well. We're going to be recording it actually this morning. So as soon as that's done, we'll get it on the website so that you'll be able to look at how to make these, but you will get the instructions in the kit. So we've got the beautiful card there with the cake on it. Now you will get a second sheet, so you're going to get 2 for each of the cards, and this is your inside panel that goes inside to give you that kind of crisscross effect. And then this is your second one, so with the heart on, and then you are going to get the one with the candles.
They are so simple to make, but they look so pretty when they're done.
Don't they just?
They look really, really good.
They do look beautiful. And you've got your envelopes with them as well. So there are your concept cards and your envelopes as well. And then obviously you want to build up something on top of those toppers. So we've given you a sheet of elements here. So you've got enough to go on each of the concept cards. You've got additional elements like butterflies, these lovely border strips, and the panels that go on top actually build up like pyramage, but they're all square, so it's something a little bit different, and they build up onto the topper that you've just seen there on the front of the card. So that's your concept card. And then we have the beautiful luxury card inserts. These are gorgeous. Look at these. Some of them are printed all over, and they've got the lovely oval panel or the square panel in the middle, what you can write in. And then we have repeats of our cardstock designs. So let me pull this over here and you can see it. So we've got the perfume bottle there. Again, another one of the printed ones. We've got the jar, and then we've got the birdhouse.
I think the best thing about this as well is that you're going to get 36. So,
Yeah.
you know, you can really make this kit stretch because there's so much in it.
Absolutely.
So you know that you're going to have inserts to
Yeah.
fill all of those cards.
Definitely. And you can buy these individually as well. It's on the screen there, $9.99. So if you want to buy those, you absolutely can. Now our final little product that I'm just going to show you in this section is our beautiful 8x8 paper pad. Now you'll probably have seen me using this yesterday. It's beautiful. Again, it's all printed onto that lovely glossy paper, double-sided, 48 sheets of 8x8 loveliness, and you're going to get 12 designs, 4 of each. So you'll see you've got like an image on the front there, and then we open it up, you've got the beautiful kind of background, almost like an inked effect background, and almost got that kind of watermark on there as well, so they're really, really pretty. And then we have our next design. And I like this one because you've got space here, so you could stamp onto here, you could put one of your elements on here. We've also got some other bits and bobs coming up within this kit that you could use to put on there, but I think Natalie will be showing you those later on. But look how beautiful these are, and all focusing on the peonies. And look at the colours. We've got lilacs, we've got purples, we've got deep pinks, we've got pale pinks, we've got lovely deep blues, we've even got little birds on there. I'm not sure what kind of bird that is. It looks like a great tip, but it's actually got pink on its wings as well, so it's something quite different. And then we've got the very pale polka dots. We've got those beautiful peony hot air balloons, which are just divine, and this all over peony background. Again, that rich kind of deep bluey purple there, the heart design. We've got the, again, the little basket. So again, you could be cutting into this if you want to. And this lovely, like, almost, this is like a canvasy, like a linen texture when you look at it. When you get that home, you'll be able to see that. It's a lovely, lovely piece. And then we have the slice of cake.
It's such a good size as well, isn't it, being 8x8, because you've got so much space.
Yes, if you're
to work on there.
Exactly. If you're a fan of making big cards, like 8x8, this is perfect. And again, I like this one because I think you could use this at Christmas. I think you could use it at Easter. I think you could even use it for any kind of religious ceremony.
You really could.
Bit of a mix. You get some glitter on there, and add some silver mirror and make it into a Christmas card. That'd be lovely. Just something a bit different. And again, the last sheet is the polka dot. So that's your 8x8 paper pad. And again, that is only $9.99. 48 sheets, all printed on 160 GSM paper. So now, I think it's demo time, isn't it?
So, going to make a card with all of the elements that Sheila went through there. So we're using that beautiful topper set. We're going to use that paper pad. We're going to add in a bit of silver mirror. So this is the set that I've decided to use. It's that beautiful Oh So Sweet with the wonderful cupcake on. I've noticed that most of my demos that I'm going to do today actually involve food. So that says a lot about me and how hungry I am today. So we're going to use that beautiful cupcake topper. We're making an 8x8 because I want to add so much to this card. There's so much texture. There's so much loveliness in the cardstock and the paper pad. So we're starting off with some silver mirror, which we've cut down to 8x8. And then I want to use, see, I was going to use this purple, but now looking at this page, it's pretty much the exact same thing. And it means I'm going to save that for another time. So let's cut this down. And we want this to be, let's do that at 7 3/4. That's going to leave us with a really nice bold silver matte on here, so we can stick that down on there. Then we've got our cardstock. And I just love this border. It's so nice, and I love all the colours in there. So we're going to use that for sure. Let's cut this down. I'm going to leave this bit here because you could use that, because it's quite pretty on its own. You could make like a 5x7, you could make a smaller card and then just have like a little sentiment here. So we're not going to use that, but let's use this piece. So we're going to take this to 7, we're going to take it to 2 notches under the 7, and we'll do exactly the same on this side. And then what I'm going to do with some more silver mirror is make a 7x7 mat for that. So this is going to be a smaller border that we've created just here, and that's going to sit on there just like that. So we have this weird edge now that we've created here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use another piece of paper pad. Let's use this pinky bit, and we're just going to make a little, let's go for 1.5 inches, and we're just going to make a little border strip, I think. It's going to sit on there. It's just going to bring in those extra colours. I think as well, maybe let's use this piece, and we'll make a thinner strip. So do a 1-inch strip with that one, and we can bring that in and layer that up there. It's just going to add another bit more of something going on, really. So then we can start to stick everything together. We're going to use my favourite tape to do that. And this is our finger lift, but I'm going to use my poker tool just to lift the edges off of that.
We've got lots of people joining us today, Natalie, and lots of people are telling us what they are tempted to buy because we've got such a huge wad of money off.
We really do.
Most things. One lady, Katie, is saying she's very tempted just to order all the nesting dies. Is that a good call?
Do it.
Definitely. Definitely is. Because sometimes, we give money off on just certain products. It's rare that it goes right across the website, so you have to grab it while you can. This might just be a once a year thing, and each year you join us, surely that's going to go up.
Yep, definitely.
20 years old, and
20% off.
Yeah,
30% off.
Plus your 20% as a platinum member. I'm going to be laughing.
There's going to be loads and loads and savings.
Definitely. Lots of people are saying as well that they've got the weather is really nice where they are. They've got sunny days. We have got pouring down rain, haven't we?
It's so miserable driving
today.
in. It is not nice at all.
Horrible.
The weather does not want to be friendly with us. So we're going to put this on here. I'm going to use some foam pads to do that. I'm going to use these thick strips that we have because they're going to fit perfectly on to add dimension to our card. I'll just leave that one.
Which are your favourite sticky pads, Natalie? Which ones?
I think I probably like the large rectangles, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Because you can cut into them because they're quite a good size for sort of big projects, but they're really good to cut into as well.
Yeah.
I think I really like that. I'm not sure where to put this.
That looks
So I
really
was going to
nice.
have it here. No, we'll keep that there. Let's keep that there. So I need to cut this down so it matches the right size. So it was 2 notches under the 7. So we can just use our trimmer to make sure that that is going to be nice and equal. And then we want that to be flat. So we can use, again, some tape to stick that on there. You can use your glues, obviously, if you want to. We've got all of our construction glue, which I know is everyone's favourite. So that's back in stock. You can get them before they're gone, because I really don't think they're going to be around for long.
No, don't think so. So this is funny. Shelley says that she's going to be tuning in for Hunky Dory's 100th birthday.
100th birthday.
That's the best comment I've ever seen, I think. Well, good luck to you, Shelley. If you are here, then you will certainly deserve
Definitely deserve.
100% off if you can
Definitely.
get to that day. I know that I won't be here for sure.
Okay, so now I've got my toppers ready, and before I stick them down, before I work out where I want to go, I'm just manoeuvring them about, seeing where the best placement is going to be. I think I'm going to have this in the corner. I'm definitely going to have this down here, just sort of in line with this nice strip. We might add that one, but we'll see. We'll see where we get up to. So for this, we're going to use a mixture of foam pads and tape. So I have, oh, do we have some? We don't know. I need some really thin tape. We can use our red tape. Red tape, the thinnest red tape is a perfect size for our middle frames, I always find. So what we can do is we can just, using our fingers to make sure that it is in place, just work our tape around. It's quite flexible, really. You can get it into all the different shapes that our borders come in.
There's something very lovely as well, isn't there, about peeling that off when you put it in a circular shape or a shape that has different angles on it. It feels really lovely. And actually, on that note, Shireen is watching, and she says, watching Natalie put tape on the card and then ripping it to length is a thing of beauty.
It is something I do enjoy. It is quite frustrating when it doesn't go to plan, though. When it doesn't come off and then you're trying to get it off, it can be quite mischievous at times.
Yeah.
So then, with our outside border, it's just taking 2 off. We're going to add our thin strips. We're going to take that all the way around. I think this is doubled up on itself here.
Is it?
Let's just cut that off because we don't want doubles. And then we will get another one. I love the variety of the foam pads that we do, though.
I do. There's something for everything, isn't there?
Fantastic. There's always one that you can find that just fits perfectly in with what you're doing. So it's a really good thing to maybe just throw some of those, because I think you can buy them, can't you, in these crazy packs that we do?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, we usually do like a bulk pack, don't we? So Jodie is saying, Hunky Dory crafts have kept me entertained for years. It's my go-to for any reason. Happy, sad, COVID, lockdown, you name it. It's Hunky Dory that gets me through.
That's very
really nice,
lovely.
Jodie, thank you for that. That's why we're here.
It is.
That's why we decided to start bringing these shows to you every, as many times a week as we could. It's been quite a bit of a trial, actually, trying to get it all up and running and get it going at this difficult time that we're all facing at the minute with COVID and everything. And we've managed to get it going really well. Emily produces it in the most amazing way. And the team work really hard so that we've got everything ready. We can just bring everything in. So it's a big team effort, but
Definitely.
I think it's really helped, especially at this difficult time, because it's meant for those of you who are stuck in the house or have been, confined to barracks or at home because you can't go to work and things. We hope it's been some company for you and also some inspiration, and that we've given you some really great deals. So it's been, you've been able to maybe treat yourself or go and grab yourself something, a little bargain or something that you can craft with. And that's what we want to do, really. We just want to encourage everyone to craft.
And I mean, now you have so much time on your hands. It's the best thing to do. It's so good for your mental well-being to
Definitely.
focus on something and get creative. And it's the best thing for me about crafting is that you spend all this time making something beautiful for someone, and then the reaction that you get when you give that to someone. So for people who are feeling a little bit low, they're feeling a little bit down at the moment, and for you to have made, say, maybe a card that just says thinking of you, hoping that you're well, it can really, really change the way that someone's feeling. And I think that is the most important thing about crafting, is the people that we can give our beautiful creations to.
Definitely.
It's really, really fun. And not just paper crafting either. Trying something new while you have the time is always great. I think at the beginning of lockdown I learned how to crochet.
Are you working on anything at the moment, whether it's crochet or something else?
I am making wedding invites at the moment.
Of course you are, yes.
I am. My friends are getting married hopefully next year. So I was up last night doing some foiling on my die cutting machine, my electronic die cutting machine, foiling some invites for them.
Nice.
So that was fun.
Good. That's good.
So we have our topper in place now. What I did was I didn't remove any of the frames, and that meant that because it's lots of different dimensions that we're working on here, that I could just stick it all down one at the same time, and then obviously it all sticks at different times. But once it's in place, what you can then do is sort of use your craft knife to just go around the edges, and then it's gonna just, the rest of the pieces will just sit onto the cardstock, and it creates a really nice sort of tidy sort of shape. When I first started crafting and I was trying to do things like this with different dimensions of foam pads and tape, I really struggled to get things straight. Or I would put this one down and then I wouldn't have enough space for my larger one. So I just feel, for me, it's a nice little hack to get you sort of where you want to be. I am going to add this extra topper because I think it's just lovely. So we're just going to stick, let's just take a bit off here and we'll save that. I'm just going to stick this onto that corner edge of that big topper, and then we can place that just over the top. And to finish off, I'm going to add some glitter gemstones. We've got a beautiful selection of purple gemstones in here that are just lovely, and I think the purple really matches well with all the different colours we've got in here. I'm going to go for this lighter purple, I think. It isn't a perfect match, but I think with all the different varieties of colour we have in this, it's not necessarily a bad thing to have a different variety of colours in here. And then let's just add a few of the smaller ones of the same colour along this border here as well.
It's very pretty, Natalie. It's looking very pretty.
Thank you. And then all that's left to do is to just stick that onto your card blank. So we can just flip this over, grab our tape. Because it's quite big, I'm going to add an extra one to the centre. So we can just flip this off. I think big cards are essential when you've got so much beautiful paper and cardstock and toppers to work with. It's an absolute must. So let's just line this up here with the edge. Make sure that it's straight. And then we can trim off where our card blank just hangs over. Because you don't want those white edges showing. So we can just trim away with that, and we are finished.
It's very pretty. And you know, where on earth would you go to buy a card like that? You know, it's not something you see on the high street, and even if you did find something like that, you would not have the weight and the quality that you've got with these products. You just wouldn't. That's very beautiful, Natalie. Everyone is commenting saying it's really lovely. They've very much enjoyed the demo, and it's just makes us want to go and eat some cake in celebration.
Well, it's very true, and when you have such amazing products that all work so well together, it's really, really easy to create such lovely cards.
It is, definitely.
It is.
Thank you, Natalie. So that was Natalie's first demonstration, and we're going to be going back over shortly to get some more inspiration from Natalie with the beautiful Peony Promise. First of all, we need to show you some more of the products that have been made alongside the kit specifically to match, so that if you want to treat yourself to something more or something more luxurious to make even better projects, then you can do. And what better product to have than printed parchment. Now the parchment here is beautiful. Just look at that with the all over background there. It's really pretty with those peonies and with the foliage. It's really beautiful, absolutely stunning. We have 4 different designs for you. Again, this is another all over print, which is equally as beautiful. It's totally different to the last one, but it's very lovely. Parchment is, you particularly like parchment, don't you, Natalie?
Parchment.
Natalie is
Love it.
pretty fond of taking plain parchment, tearing strip, cutting strip, and heat embossing a beautiful greeting onto it.
It just adds so much texture, and
does.
it's just so different from using paper. I mean, you can get the same sort of like techniques if you like scrunch up paper or rough the edges and stuff, but yeah, it just really adds that extra quality, doesn't it, to your finished samples?
Definitely. And I think when it's printed like this, I mean, it's rare that you see it. I think we do this here at Hungry Dory. I think we do this really well. I think it's something that in all the crafting products I see out there, I don't see a lot of companies doing printed parchment. I don't know if they do or if it's something I'm not looking at.
It's so vibrant, isn't it?
It is.
Well?
It's beautiful. We are really proud of this, as we are of our. What's the other thing I was going to say? Our beautiful foiled acetate as well. We love those. They give your projects that extra touch. Now this one, you're probably going to not be able to see it quite so well, just because I'm wondering if I can show it against something darker maybe. Let's grab, let's see if we've got something with nothing darker at the minute, but I'll find something. This is very pale blue, and it's actually got tiny white polka dots on it. It's so beautiful. And again, a little strip of this, really subtle. And we just love our parchment. I think Emily is just going to grab us something a little bit darker. Yeah, that might work, Emily, even though it's just a darker panel. Thank you. We're throwing it across the room here, so let's see if you can. Oh, it might be a little bit too kind of busy there, but you might be able to see it. But it's very lovely. It'd be perfect on new baby cards as well and wedding projects. But it's really lovely. Very pale blue. Very pretty indeed. Now we have another of your favourite products that go with this kit, and we're going to go over to Natalie and she's going to show you what it is.
It is a little book. This is our little book of promises. There's so many promises in here. If you had a promise that you could think of, I can assure you that it's in here. So let's have a little flick through of what you're going to get in here. There are 24 designs in total. Here we are. 24 designs in total. You're going to get 6 of each in here. So these really allow you to make so many cards. You can make 144 if you want, if you just stuck these all onto an A6 card blank. If you want to lay them up, create some interesting visuals with your cards, you can definitely do that. They have some beautiful words on here. Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. How wonderful is that for someone who's having a little bit of a down day, for you to send them a card that is so lovely. The artwork in here, again, like the whole collection, is just really lovely. You have the beautiful peonies all the way through. We've got some element sheets here, which is always fun for you to add little bits to your cards, to your projects. Maybe you're putting this onto a larger card and you just want to do some corners. You could do that with this beautiful floral element. But it is really beautiful, the images that we have in here. This one again, so nicely. The most important person to keep your promise to is yourself.
That's so pretty, isn't it?
It's so pretty.
Lovely as well. So meaningful.
So meaningful. You've got some really nice frames like you had in the paper pad there, that can work with some elements that you're going to see in just a little while. We've got some more words here with some beautiful butterflies and flowers that are going to look lovely once you've cut these out, layered them up, layered into them. What is next? Next up, we've got some more cupcakes there. I promise that your day will be as special as you are. Oh, this one's lovely. This one needs fussy cutting all around those flowers, layering those up around those words.
Gorgeous.
And then we've got some sentiment pages, which I think is really lovely, and something that is it's kind of new to our little books, but it's a great addition because it means that you've got sentiments there that you can mix and match. There's no foiling on them, so they work perfectly with your paper pads, with your little books. But there is so many beautiful artwork images in here. You've got the ones that match quite a lot of the toppers if you wanted to utilise them as well. This way around. You don't need to promise me the moon and the stars. Just promise you will stand under them with me forever.
Oh.
Heartbreaking, that sentiment. Heartbreaking.
I love it.
The world is full of promises. And then we've got some more element sheets, which are perfect, again, for adding those little bits to your cards. I promise to be yours forever if you promise to be mine.
That's a big promise.
These are honestly all those
Beautiful.
heartbreaking promises that you get in those soppy love films, aren't they?
Yes.
But
nothing
they
wrong
really,
with that.
honestly, hearing something like this every day would just make you feel amazing.
It would, yeah, make you
I
feel
promise
important.
to never let you feel alone.
Oh,
That's a lovely one,
that's a beautiful one.
especially at the moment.
Yeah.
And then this one, I promise always to do what I can to make you smile.
And what better than a slab of cake?
And
on the
what
plate with
better?
that?
We've got some more sentiments for you there. And then finally, we've got the beautiful image there. I love that. I love it when flowers make up really pretty sort of images. You've got that heart there with all the peonies. You've got the foliage coming off it. It says, I can't promise to fix all your problems, but I can promise you won't have to face them all alone. So lovely.
Isn't it nice?
So this is our little book of promises. It's $9.99 on its own, but it's essential, I think. It's going to make some lovely cards, some really thoughtful and heartfelt cards that are going to really cheer someone up on a blue Monday. But Sheila is going to show you the next thing that we have to go with this collection.
Yeah, so as you know, we love producing our moonstone dies here at Hunky Dory, and we particularly like it when we can add one to a kit that runs alongside that theme, so we have done that this time. Again, we have 7 dies here. Now, we particularly like this. I've been using the border one this morning, actually, because some of them cut in and some of them cut out. Now you can see you've got 7 beautiful dies in here. So the one that's next to my hand here shows you how the cut-in dies look. They're very pretty. We've got a little tiny corner. We've got that lovely spray of peonies with the foliage, and then we've got a little peony at the bottom with the branches. And then we've got the border across the top, which is also a cut-in die. And then the 3 cut-out dies are this beautiful detailed corner here, which is glorious when you've cut it. We have the peony here as well, and then at the bottom we've got the 3 small peonies, which create that lovely border as well. So it's a really, really nice set. If I turn it over, you can see them there in all their glory. 7 beautiful metal dies, which will cut in and will cut out, and you can snip away at some of the areas as well. So lovely, $14.99 for that set. We just really love this one. Again, it goes beautifully with this kit, and it's up to you whether you do some just die cut cards or whether you incorporate them with your parchment or your cardstock. But we're going to go over to Natalie now, and I think she's going to use them. So watch this and see what happens.
I am. I'm going to use the die. I'm going to use the little book. I've got some parchment, I've got some adorable scribble, because that's a little sneak peek. Sheila's going to show you that in a minute. And I might even just add in some of that paper pad as well. So I'm starting off with an 8x8. However, I'm going to cut this to 6. And the reason why I'm doing this, instead of making it myself, is because I want my card to open up this way, like so. And then what we're going to do with, we're going to get some of this beautiful sort of lovely periwinkle cardstock. We're going to do same with this one. We're going to do 4 by 6. Oh no, 4 by 8, sorry. 4 by 8. We don't want it to be too short. And then what we're going to do is we're going to die cut the edge of our card so it opens shorter. Now, it is going to be a little bit short, but that's okay, because what we can do then is edge those off. So I'm just going to place that where I think it should go. The easiest way to do this, so I know I'm going to have enough space, is to bring in this little book page that I want to use. So actually, let's put it there. So let's just take a little bit off that edge. So we can use some of our low tack tape to make sure that that's in place. Oops. Let's get this off here. So then we can place that on our card blank. Oops. Place it on our card blank like so. So that's not going to move. We can run this through our die cutting machine. I'll get my plates, put that through, and then we'll run this through the edge. And then I think I'm going to die cut this again. I'm going to do it separately because if you put them together, it's one die going through Adorable Scoreable and Ink Me cardstock. It can get a little bit tight. It can be a bit hard to cut through. So if we do it this way, oh, has it worked? Oh, I did the stupid thing of not. Oh, I was supposed to straighten this out, but it's not a problem. It hasn't cut through this end, and we are going to cover that up.
It's fine.
So you just want to make sure that it's just going to cut through one section, because it's just going to make the edge of your card look lovely. So that's all popped out of there.
Has that actually almost created like an embossed effect then, Natalie, on your other end?
On the other end, yeah. If I turn it over, it's sort of embossed that on there.
That's really nice, actually, isn't it?
Got the little pips from the top bit that you can pop off there.
That's really nice. I like it.
So we've got this. I'm going to peel off this tape. And then, oh, don't worry, because we're going to cover that up. And then with this one, I think I might actually just put this on the edge. Just put this on the edge. So I did cut this to the same size, and I was going to cover the whole thing in blue, but what I might do now is do it so you have a white bit and then a blue bit, so you've got a really sort of frilly edged effect. So if we line that up on there, I know that this is where my die needs to go. So we can add our tape to this bit. Let's move that bit over there.
We have lots of people joining us, Natalie. Can you believe this? From Australia and Canada. People are commenting.
It's crazy, isn't it, sometimes?
Isn't it?
Who joins us and where from.
I know, it's
2 a.m. over in Canada.
yeah, it's amazing what time people get up to watch this or stay up to watch this. So thank you for joining us. We do appreciate it. One lady says, bye-bye wages. It was nice knowing you briefly.
It's very true.
I think that was Shirley, actually, that said that. Very funny.
It's very true, especially when you've got such lovely kits like this. There's no way that those wages are staying there for long. Most definitely not. So we've got our second piece. We can just pop out all of those bits. Use my die brush to get them out. And you can see how that has cut just lovely. And then we're going to just use our scissors. You can tile this. You can definitely tile this, but what I'm going to do is just round off this edge. I'm just doing this freehand.
Isn't it lovely how you can... Who would have thought years ago that we'd be able to create like lace from card with a die?
It's crazy, isn't it?
It's
crazy.
so pretty. Look at it. It's lovely.
And then I'm going to do the same on this side. Just round off those edges. So I'm just following the line really that the die gives you. to round them off. Still got a little bit in there. And then we're going to stick this on top. And I might just cut again these white ones so it matches up with the blue. So let's stick that on. We can use some tape. And here's to hoping that with a little bit of love, we're going to transform this into a very nice card. So let's just stick this on. So I want the effect of sort of like double lace.
That's really pretty.
So we've got that stuck on, and then we can trim this off the front. You can just use our scissors to do this, using the card blank as a guide. This one's been through the die cut machine, so it's got some lovely patterns on the back there. I don't know whether you can see them or not. And then now what I can do is I can just bring these edges to meet a little bit more. It's just going to change. I might just do it to there actually, and then you've got, it kind of looks a bit more like it's coming off it. And then, oh, it's harder to do it on this side.
It is, isn't it? I always used to find that when I was trying to cut like a fork or a V in the end of something, until we got the banner punch. I would always think, oh, I can't do it that way. It's really weird. But.
So then we've got this sort of really nice just edge to our card here. What I think I'm going to do to make it even prettier inside is I'm going to cover that edge with this paper piece. So I'm just going to do this with tape. We'll just stick it in, and then we will cut around the edges.
That looks like fabric, doesn't it? When you put
It does.
on
It looks
them on
really,
screen.
really fancy. There's just so many really pretty, like floral patterns in with the papers, in with the parchment. It's just loads and loads of loveliness. You can't go wrong with florals. You really can't. For any occasion, flowers, florals, it's just perfect. So we'll trim this along here and along there. So it has hidden that really nice embossed effect that we created, but it wasn't meant to be there, so it's not a problem.
It's not.
And then you've got this really pretty sort of front of your card. You could add some Ink Me cardstock in the middle, or an insert, we can add that. Then next up, we've got pink, we've got light pink, and I've also got some parchment. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to put some pink on. And I'm just going to cut this to cut a strip that's 4. It's 4 by 6 we want that to be. And that'll fit just on this strip here. So this is really quite an odd card that I'm building here, because I'm making it from cardstock and paper. I don't have a nice pattern to sort of work around.
No.
I'm really just utilising the elements that I've got. So I'm going to stick this down.
You don't always have to have a topper though, do you, Natalie? You
No,
might
not
get
always.
To the end of your kit, and find you've got all these scraps left over, and you can just cut into them and lay them up, and then because you've got some plain, you've got some pattern, you've got some paper, you've got some cardstock, it's nice to have the textures as well, rather than focus on the topper. It's nice to sometimes feel a card, add a bit of ribbon, and you just need a sentiment on, I think, when it's got, you know, all those lovely die cut edges and those lovely patterns as well.
Definitely. So I'm going to do my favourite thing here. I've cut this to 4, which is the same length as my panel, and then using my finger as a guide, I'm just going to tear both of those edges. So if I put this up to that corner, this bit is a little bit longer. It's a bit pesky, but then once, oh, this doesn't want to play on this side. Okay, can use your ruler to do this if you want them to be like a perfectly symmetrical, how much you're taking off each side. You don't have to. You can be as frugal as you want to be. It's that side thing again. I can't get to it. I'm like, I can't do this.
Just bite it, Natalie, bite it.
So, there we go. So we've got our edges there, which we're going to stick on here. And the best thing about this parchment is because it has this beautiful design, you can use your tapes, you can use your glue, and it's not going to disrupt your image. It's not going to look, you're not going to be able to see the tape when it's stuck down. It kind of has a very magical like disappearing act. So you can't see what's there. So we can chop this off the edge, and then we can add our page from our little book, which I'm going to add just in the center. I think we're going to go a little bit crazy, and to match the edge of our parchment, I'm just using my scissors along the edge of the paper. It's quite difficult to do this with your paper because it does just want to fold and bend, but if you sort of hold the paper quite close, you can sometimes just get that really nice sort of rougher edge. So this is going to help it just tie in with the rest of our project here. Which side have we got to do? Just this one.
Lots of people are really enjoying the what you've done with the parchment then. It's something so simple, isn't it? But
it's so simple. So simple. And then I'm going to add this on foam pads, and I'm going to add it at an angle because it's not going to be straight. It's not the right size to be straight, so we can add it at an angle, and it's not going to matter that all the sides are different. It's like it was meant to be. So we can peel this off now. Oops.
Mary says that her husband says, "Come on, do you need this?" I always answer no, but I want it. He just doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it at all. If you want it, you get it. You get it. And then I'm using my scissors just to cut some little strips that are going to go onto my words, and we're just layering up some of that little book. We've got the word smile there, we've got that always that stands out from it, and then I've cut my cake twice. We've got one layer here, and then we've got those flowers to go on there as well, so we can just add that. And then our crazy creation will be complete.
You're going to have to give that away, Natalie. It's so nice.
It is. It's lovely. I love things with loads of layers on. You know, I love piling stuff on cards.
It's definitely essential, isn't it?
Yeah.
But yeah.
And the weird thing is that even though you've used lots of different textures, different colours, different elements, it just all goes. It doesn't look like it's not matched in any way.
It's like it was meant to be. And that's why it's so perfect that when we do kits like this, the design team are just wonderful, aren't they, at thinking of all the things that you can use, like dies, stamps, just everything that could coordinate for you to make something.
Definitely.
Do you know what? I'm going to also...
Go on, add some more.
I'm going to add some more. We're going to add some gems. Why not, hey? It's a birthday after all.
Yeah,
if you can't go out for a birthday, then I don't know what you can go all out for. So, silver gems. I'm going to add a mixture of the middle-sized ones and the tiny ones, just to the blue section, I think, just to make it look a bit more rusticy, a bit more crazy layered. But yeah, I'd love doing stuff like this.
Yeah, everybody loves it.
You just you don't have like a start point, you don't have an end point, you just sort of craft as you go along and, oh, let's add this. Oh, I could add that there. Let's put that there.
It's very nice, very nice. Everyone's loving it.
So we've got another little one. Let's just put that in the corner. I might add another tiny one here. And then I think we're done. I think we'll leave it like that. But that is a way, oh, let's move it this way, that you can use all of your little elements that you get in your kit, those dies, the parchment, the adorable scoreable, your paper pad, little books, a few gems that you might have knocking about, just to create a crazy card with everything on it. With absolutely everything on it. But like I said, there's lots more to this collection than what we've shown you already. So Sheila, do you have the next 3 little bits?
I have the next little bits. Now, we have 3 other products to show you here. So with our kits, we always like to add some of our beautiful, adorable, scoreable. It's almost like a little treat. And I think as well, it's great to show you how many colours we actually do in adorable, scoreable. Honestly, we have hundreds.
There's so many.
Hundreds. And they go with everything. So we have picked out 10 colours that will go perfectly with this kit. They are just divine. If I hold them that way, you'll get a better view. So you can see the 10 colours there. And we've gone with lots of different mixtures that are in the kit. So we've included green in there, included pinks, purples, blues, white, grey, everything that you're likely to see in the artwork. You're going to get 3 of each sheet. So you're going to get 13 total, 10 colours, $9.99, $3.50 GSM. This is our glossy coated one, so it's our original adorable scoreable. Doesn't crack or crease when you score it and fold it. It's beautiful cardstock. You can make cards with it. You can make boxes with it. You can do 3D construction. You can just mat and lay with it if you want to. And you can also use it for making your card blanks. So it really is fabulous cardstock. So if you've never used it before, you know, this might be a good time to try it, because you can actually get your 12% off or more today, depending on whether you're a member or not. So that's your adorable scoreable selection. Now we have a couple of items left to show you. Our next one, we brought you some dies with this kit, so we had to add a beautiful stamp set from our For the Love of Stamps collection, and this is just simply a peony. It's beautiful. You'll see you've got the lovely big peony there, and then we've got 2 sentiments. The sentiment says, sending you happiness and beginning each day with a grateful heart. So it's quite simple, but there's so much you can do with that stamp. You can stamp it and colour it, stamp it onto parchment, heat emboss it. You can cut some of those bigger petals out and make it
oh my God, I would love to decoupage that. Think about how amazing that would be.
I know it would be. Do you know what I was thinking as well? I was thinking about stamping it and colouring it like 3 or 4 times, and actually using your nesting dies on to make it like a pyramage.
Yeah.
But because I don't think that's something we do with stamps a lot, so
that would be beautiful.
That would be a really nice idea. So try that. You can get that today for £8, and don't forget you're going to get 12% discount as well. So that is worth getting. It's a tool, so like the die, it will last you a long time.
unless you like some people who lose all the tiny ones.
Yes,
because that is a pesky thing in crafting.
Exactly.
Losing those tiny stamps.
Of course. And then you go, where is it? I have a box at home of stamps that have been left on blocks or that have dropped off somewhere in my room over the years, and I've picked them all up and I've put them back in because I'm too lazy to put them back where they belong. And I've now got a box of stamps that are just randoms, but sometimes I just have a rummage in there. Oh, look, I forgot about that sentiment. So yeah. So we don't all put our stamps away.
No,
but
we
should
don't.
do.
You definitely should.
Because then you regret it later. So we have one final product to show you, and we couldn't have our 12th anniversary without having Crafting with Hunky Dory Anniversary Special. It's a giveaway how old we are on there. We're actually older than 12. But this is our 12th anniversary with Create and Craft as well. So we always have to do a celebration every year.
We have to.
So this is our fabulous brand new magazine. I'm not going to show you every page because that ruins it for you. But there are 100 pages in here, including front and back cover. Beautiful glossy magazine. We have our usual kind of layout, but this doesn't have an issue number because it's been done for the anniversary. It's just an anniversary special. So we've got a little right up at the front from Anne, our lovely owner of Hunky Dory, one of our main directors, and also the kind of founder of Hunky Dory. So she's written a nice little piece at the beginning there. So have a read of that. And then we go on to tell you what's inside the magazine, and it covers an awful lot of different areas within the magazine. We have an area especially for our Peony Promise collection. So we've got some beautiful cards and projects made from the kit in here to get you crafting and give you some inspiration, but we also have some fabulous projects from our Butterfly Wishes. Now this is the kit, the free card making kit that you get with the magazine. You also get some concept cards, and you also get a stamp, which I'm going to be showing you in a minute. But again, a beautiful, beautiful magazine. I'm going to quickly just flick through, because we have as well in here 8 free double-sided papers. Now they are beautiful. They are in the middle of your magazine, and as we come to them in a second, you will see them. I'm going to just flick through a few pages. Here we go. So we have some beautiful, beautifully designed papers, some that are really patterned, some that are just quite subtle with watermarks, some with butterflies, some with flowers. Really, really pretty. And these are matte papers as well, so something a little bit different, but these will go with the Butterfly Wings card collection that we get with the magazine as well. We've got some ideas in here of how to use your Woodland Wildlife Kit, which we launched probably about 4 weeks ago with lovely Pauline. Then we've got some projects made with our Adorable Squirrel pattern pack. Again, I'm sure a lot of you bought that. Then we go further on with some of our, with these were the little books, weren't they?
They
so
were.
We have some fabulous projects from those. And then we go to some special cards that Natalie made with the beautiful Bohemian Bliss collection. And then we go with, now this is our
this is so
Secret
pretty.
Garden, isn't it?
Secret Garden.
Secret Garden stamps. Again, not going to show you all
Lovely.
that. We need to save that. And then we've got some of our Hunky Dory adhesives. Just explaining a little bit about them. We've got templates in the back as well. And then on the back page, we've got a little sneak peek of something that's coming up, but we're not going to show you any more of that. You need to get your magazine to see that. And then we're going to show you the kit that you get. So this is our Butterfly Wings card collection. Now in here, you are going to get, oh, these are divine, some beautiful toppers, die cut and foiled in silver. 2 beautiful designs here, and big toppers. Look at the size of these, beautiful. But you've also got some little elements as well, border strips and some little tags, lots of beautiful sentiments. And we have as well, to go with that, because we can't not give you beautiful cardstock. So let's show you the cardstock. We have some foil cardstock, again in those beautiful lilac colours, and the blues and the pretty greens. This has got some accent foiling on, so it's very subtle, but you can just see it there in the light. I tilt it, really pretty. And then we have the one with the butterflies on. It's glorious. Look at that lovely colour, and look at that border there.
So beautiful.
So lovely. You know, if you like cutting, you could just snip around the wings, but don't do the bodies. And leave them in
Lift
there
them
and
up.
just fold the wings up. A sentiment, a piece of ribbon, card done. And then we have, I'll show you the other cardstock as well, 2 more cardstocks to show you. This again is a printed one, which has the beautiful butterflies and this little like dotted gem border down here. And then the final one in that collection is another foiled one. Look at that, it's so pretty. It's so lovely when the light bounces off that foiling. It's so lovely. That is your cardstock. And then you have the concept cards. Now we have 4 different colours. And I think I've taken, we don't have a concept card in here, do we? I think I've taken them down to Create and Craft with me and left them there. But you get the instructions in here of how to do the concept cards. So we have the pink, we have the lilac, and we have the green, and we have the blue. And these make a beautiful easel card with 3 layers of butterflies. So you've got that foil butterfly there, and then you've got the coloured butterfly. They're all die cut and they're very detailed. They are very beautiful. And then you will get the 4 not base pieces, because your base pieces are on the big sheets that I've just shown you there, but then these are the second pieces that go on top. Very, very beautiful.
It's so pretty when it's all, they look really amazing.
They do look really pretty, and they fold down flat as an easel card would. But we've actually made, Anne asked if we could make an envelope from the papers that are in that kit to put the easel cards in. So we've done that in the magazine as well. So if you've got your envelope punch, you need to use that to make up the envelope, but there are instructions in there as well with pictures, step by steps. Easy to do if you want to make some envelopes for that. And then our last free item that you get with the magazine is the beautiful stamp set. Look at this. Let's just do that so you can see it.
It's
so
beautiful.
You've got the big butterfly. You've got the medium-sized one at the top. You've got the little like flutter of butterflies there, a little group of them floating away. And then you've got 2 sentiments: with love and thinking of you. If I turn over so you can see the packaging, some little tips there on how you might like to colour them. So they come with your magazine. That is the anniversary special, $8.99, 100-page magazine with just full of inspiration and ideas, step-by-steps, photographs, templates, you name it, it's in there. Anyway, now we have shown you all our products on today's show. We are going to go over to Natalie for the final demonstration.
Yeah, I'm going to do a super quick demonstration using that free kit. I've selected the Butterfly Burst. We're going to use this really long topper here and the cardstock. So I've got a 4x8 and I've got it out, so it's nice and stretched here. And then I'm going to score it at 2 on one side to create a fold back. And then with this cardstock, because it's absolutely beautiful and I love these butterflies, what I'm going to do is just trim off. And it just gets the edge of that butterfly. I'm going to trim off this bit, and that's going to be the front of my card. And then the next bit is 4, and that's got all those beautiful butterflies down the edge. You're going to be able to see them when we pull that card out. So then we can trim this down to 8. We'll take that from the top, and we can trim this bit down as well to 8. I'm not going to use any... oh, I can. I've got some here, actually. What a good idea. I've got some little strips here, so we can make some... Oh, no. I'm going to have to trim my cardstock again. No worries. So we're going to trim this to 4x8. And then this one to 2x8. Because adding that mirror is just going to make all these colours really stand out. So now we've got our mirror bits. What we need to do with this is just trim a little bit off. So I'm just going to take off 2 8s off the top and the bottom, off one side and off one top. Same with my strip, so this needs to just be 2 notches below the 2 and the 8. And then look how much cardstock you have left here that we haven't used. This is a whole card here that's probably going to fit on an A5. So you've got all that cardstock to use with the other pieces. Then we can build these up. So let's just stick tape onto all of our sections. We can just lay them all on there.
Natalie, is your grandma or your nana called Dorothy?
Yeah.
She had said that she likes the headband, the colour suits you.
Thanks, Granny.
That's really sweet, isn't it? I thought, I could see Musprat as the last name. I thought that must be...
There's not many of us.
That must be Grandma or Nana.
Not many of us.
We have lots of people on here. They are saying they're loving the kit. Is the parchment included in the bundle? No, it isn't, but you can buy it separately. And also that was for, I think her name is Nimi, I think. That's a really nice name. I hope I've pronounced it correctly. Everyone is saying they love this range. We've gone all out to bring you this kit. How lovely it is. Magazine. Everyone is excited about the magazine. People are just saying that they really love Hunky Dory. We've cheered them up. Well, we hope we've cheered you up. They're loving the butterflies. They're loving your beautiful cards, Natalie. Everyone seems to be enjoying the show, and that's what we like to hear. Thank you very much for joining us and for giving us your lovely comments. We really appreciate it.
Definitely. So I've mat and laid all my pieces. I've got this card here with this beautiful fold back. You've got the stunning butterflies along there. Then I'm going to take my topper. I might not use all of these frames, we shall see. We'll see what it looks like when, no, we will definitely use all of those frames. What I want to do is, I'm going to use a piece of just Ink Me. Let's just take this piece here. I'm just going to cut a panel for this to sit on, because the frames are all obviously separate, and some of them are going to be hanging off here. So our topper is 3.5 by, I'm going to say 7, 7 and just under that 3/4 mark. So 3.5 by 7, and I think it's just over 2/8. So we've got this here to stick our topper onto. I'm going to take out this frame. And then we can just stick this with double-sided tape. We can use our thick one because we want them both to stick together. So they are going to be the same length. You could add them with foam pads if you wanted them to be different, but I think because they are different in colour, it won't be a problem when we've stuck them down. So we're just taking off the backing, and then we can stick it to our little bit of cardstock that we have just cut down. So our frame will sit very nicely on here, like so. And then with our larger topper, then we can use foam pads, we can add dimension. Okay, get some big ones. I think we're running out of foam pads in here. Here we go. Might need to stock up. I'm just going to add these across the middle. To here, like so. And then we just want tape on one side of our topper here. You could use acetate if you wanted to. You could use coloured cardstock if you wanted to. And then we'll stick that half on that edge, like so. And then we'll use the sentiment that says, is this one going to fit? That might be too big. Let's use the sentiment that just says, with love. And we can add that. Got a perfect size foam strip here, ready to go. And we'll just add that to the bottom there. So then we have a really quick, simple card that you can make with that cardstock, and you've got that really beautiful sort of mirrored image of your butterflies there. That was fun.
So lovely.
That was
so lovely.
fun.
I didn't speak then because I was just like watching. I was in a zone. I was thinking, oh, this is so relaxing. I better wake myself up. Thank you, Natalie. That's really lovely. We've had lovely comments about all your cards saying they're all very different, but they're all very beautiful. And it's amazing how the kits can just inspire you to just, I mean, you saw Natalie there. She was just taking it out of the sheet and she was just doing her natural creative thing, and it's made a beautiful, beautiful card. So thank you for that demo, Natalie. In fact, for all your demos today, they're all very beautiful.
Thank you.
And you can be making those as well. You can watch this video back, you can pause it, you can actually repeat exactly what Natalie has done there with all her cards today. So, you know, why not do that? Pause it, do a little bit, let it run a bit more, and then so you can create those 3 beautiful cards. So we have a couple of little things left to tell you today. Also, we have got Pauline on telly today. She will be on Create and Craft this afternoon at 12:45, and then at 9 o'clock this evening with more shows from the Peony Promise. So if you want to watch that, or go ahead and see what Pauline inspires you with, then watch those today. We have got to add another product to our freshly stocked rollover box, which is will be starting to fill up by the end of the week again. A totally new rollover box. So we're going to add our Twilight Under the Sea underwater scene projects. I love these. When these came out, I was like, oh my goodness.
They are really cool.
These are amazing because they're like definitely underwater scenes. You've got the acetate in there as well, so gives the effect of the deep sea water. It's beautiful. We're going to put this into our product rollover box. You do get instructions in there as well telling you how to make them, so don't worry about that. Our next Facebook Live show will be tomorrow at 10 a.m. with a birthday trolley dash bash.
Oh,
that's quite hard to say.
A trolley dash bash.
It's hard to say that.
Trolley
Like a trolley
dash bash.
Yeah,
Trolley dash bash.
it was.
Trolley
Will
dash
that
bash.
be? It is.
Trolley dash bash. You say it. If you say it quick enough, it makes sense. A trolley dash bash.
We're going to
gonna be
get you
great.
to do that when you've had a couple of pints of your favourite beer, Natalie. Then
Oh,
see
no.
how well you do it.
I can't do much after a couple of pints of my favourite beer.
So
Apart from sleep.
apart from sleep, yeah, we've heard that as well. Also, tomorrow, will that be with yourself and Dan?
Yes, me and
Yes.
Daniel are here for the trolley dash bash.
So that's 10 a.m. tomorrow. we hope you have enjoyed the show today. Thank you again for joining us in this beautiful anniversary birthday celebration. We've had a lovely time, and we will see you all again tomorrow. Thank you for choosing Honky Dory, and we hope to see you on board again soon. Thank you very much. Bye bye.